which has remained hidden from human beings for centuries and has been a big mystery for them. Be it blood waterfalls, mysterious animals, underground lakes, or cities buried under ice. There are many myths and mysteries about Antarctica which have not been solved even today. Antarctica is the only continent in the world where no human being lives because the temperature here goes down to -90 degrees Celsius. Along with this, snowstorms also come here at a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Similarly, Antarctica is also the driest continent in the world. It is so dry that you might be surprised to know that it is also called a desert because only 51 millimeters of rain falls here. Despite all this, for the last several hundred years, many countries have been trying to take control of Antarctica and see this map of Antarctica. France claims this part, Norway claims this part. Australia claims the entire right side. Similarly, Britain, Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand also claim some parts of Antarctica. But what is the reason behind this? What is there under this ice that the superpowers of the world want to take control of it? Today we are going to solve some mysteries of Antarctica, and along with that, we will also find out who actually discovered Antarctic, and finally we will also see what secrets are hidden under this ice which the world's superpowers know, and that is why they want to take control of Antarctica. Who discovered Antarctica depends on who you are asking. Britishers say that they discovered Antarctica, while Russians say that they were the first ones to set foot here. But Antarctica was mentioned thousands of years ago by Greek philosopher Aristotle, when he said that the Earth is round and the North and South poles are close to each other. Mirror images. In 2021, a study was published by the Royal Society of New Zealand, which said that the Maori people who live near Politician I here in Australia were probably the first people who reached Antarctica in the 7th century, because their old stories mention an icy continent which is on the south side of the land. Well, in recorded history, British officer James was the first European who crossed the Antarctic Circle and reached near Antarctica, but he was still 130 kilometers away from Antarctica when he turned his ship back because he could not see Antarctica. But he did see icebergs floating in the water, and the sea was such that it was very dangerous to take the ship forward. That is why he had told James that reaching this continent is so dangerous that hardly any human will ever reach here. After Captain Cook, many other people also tried to discover Antarctica, but they were not successful. Then, with the advent of the 19th century, a competition began among countries for economic dominance. The world was now moving towards a new world order. Resources and new trade routes were being discovered. It seemed that every country wanted to become a superpower in the coming century, and that is why the focus was on exploration. In such a situation, in 1819, the Russian Empire gave the task to Russian explorer Fabian Warne Billings-Hauson to travel around the world and discover new countries and continents. In 1820, Fabian proved the captain's prediction wrong, and after reaching the Southern Ocean, he saw Antarctica very closely. Although he never set foot on Antarctica, he is said to be the first person in modern history to have seen Antarctica. Then between 1900 and 1920s, many explorers headed towards Antarctica. British explorer Robert Falcon Scott landed on Antarctica with his team in 1911 and went ahead for about 400 miles, but then he had to turn back due to bad weather and hunger. But this return journey proved to be very terrible. Scotland and his team got stuck in extreme cold and blizzard, and all of them died. Then, after World War I, many countries sent their teams here and tried to claim this continent. In 1949, on Hitler's orders, German Air Force even dropped Nazi flags so that this area could be shown to be under the control of Nazi Germany. After World War II, many countries set up their research stations here, and from here the mystery about Antarctica started to become clear. Discoveries start happening. The first and biggest mysterious discovery is that once upon a time there was not ice on Antarctica, but dense forests. According to the scientist from Imperial College of London, they found fossilized wood here, which shows that about 9 crore years ago, Antarctica was a hot continent where there were dense forests. Apart from this, they also found fossils of some insects here, which are found only in hot regions. And the second big and missing serious discovery about Antarctica was that there was ice of 3 kilometers. There are 400 lakes beneath it which have their own ecosystem. There are such sea animals there which are not found anywhere else in the world, like these big spiders and see-through jellyfish. It is a different world under the bulb. Similarly, another thing in Antarctica which puzzled many explorers for many years is this bloody waterfall. In the style of Mumbai, it seems as if blood is oozing out of the ice. But recently scientists have discovered that the red color of this waterfall is because this waterfall used to get water from a very salty lake on which several hundred feet of ice has now fallen, cut off from the atmosphere. There is a lot of iron in this water, and that is why when this water falls into the spring, due to oxygen and sunlight, the iron present in the water gets oxidized and it turns into a rust-like color. The third biggest mystery and conspiracy about Antarctica is that there is an ancient civilization under this ice. Many people have claimed that Asian spaceships have also been seen here. A lot of unusual activities have been recorded in Antarctica on Google Earth. While conspiracy theorists have been calling these alien UFOs, many political experts believe that these are secret air operations of America and other countries, which they are carrying out in Antarctica. And this is where the hidden political front of Antarctica comes from, which very few people are aware of. While the rest of the world is entangled in other geopolitical issues, America, China, and the Soviet Union are aggressively launching expeditions to Antarctica. In fact, China has set up multiple research stations there. According to the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, any country can conduct scientific investigations in Antarctica. It just has to share the results of these studies with all countries. In 1992, a survey by the U.S. Geological Department revealed that Antarctica has reserves of 50,000 crore barrels of natural gas and oil. But China and other countries are not interested in Antarctica for this oil and gas. Rather, recently results of rare earth minerals like neodymium, talc, terbium, and dysprosium have been discovered in Antarctica in very large quantities. These are the minerals that are used in all electronic devices, and because the world's focus is now shifting from oil and gas to the energy resources that power electronic devices, the demand for these minerals is even higher than oil and gas. Electric cars and iron batteries are the future now, and this race to control the future has brought these superpowers to the ice and storms of Antarctica. The last mysterious discovery of Antarctica is the Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean is considered one of the most dangerous oceans in the world. This ordinary ocean controls the climate and water supply of our world because it also joins the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. According to scientists, the Southern Ocean absorbs 15% of the world's carbon emissions, and with global warming, the importance of this ocean is increasing. As the ice melts, many treasures emerge. The seas where humans could never even think of going are going to become important trade routes very soon. Many studies are still going on about Antarctica, and who knows what other mysterious things will be discovered